Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for more Dawntrail. Let's see here, we'll pick up this. We left off with what? We found Kafkiwa, who's Erenville's mom. We're figuring out how the whole soul system works. And how apparently people don't fully die, but they do, but they don't. Yeah. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to the Earth and Sky. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. Oh, we went too far. Oops. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tulliolal and Alexandria. And while Soralja knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't seen what lies within that enormous tower ever keep. So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kafkiwa and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust. But the fact remains that they share a desire to stop Soralja. Sveen too claims to be at odds with the King of Rasal. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Erenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sveen may feel, she's ruler of this nation. There's a great risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point. In knowing Soralja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sveen was not made without some consideration. All I know is that I would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we could get would be welcome. Hold on. There's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tulliolal. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Kafkiwa. But I make my proposal in awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Soralja for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Erenville. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? If it's a trap, then we'll deal with it when it's sprung. Nothing we can't handle. We're built different. That's always the way of it with you. Fine. If you set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and hold on. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Kafkiwa, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for another reason than to strike down Soralja. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As for our resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I'm prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Soralja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you. My fussy little bun, and he's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kafkiwa, everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Soralja's whereabouts. We've been wondering about Soralja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion. The king resides at the uppermost level, but while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we don't know where his whereabouts, Soralja will eventually march onto Loyola again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There is also a possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliyollal. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him. So now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. But if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tulliola again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objection. Any campaign against Tulliola requires that Soralja lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strange strategy is certainly viable if we're proceeding with it. Though we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Y'shtola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word on the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Soralja to move, you do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we've located right inside that tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get through the checkpoint. Ah, about that. Sven said she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when working together. And if we don't get their names? While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geode, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Waikawe. Wait. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Waikawe is a Tonawatan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Our mother is Trollian and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. I have no memories of my mother. I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So, what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away with a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so it was first clung to the hope that he'd be released. But when months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now. Everyone who had known him. That bastard! Even here, he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. There we go. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while my name is is a Tonawatan name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes. Our mother's homeland. I was about to read One Piece, that's not what it says. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful. And the food delicious and everyone so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet the others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts all. Elena Speer. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kafkiwa. She talks about you so much. It's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Piece of cake. Meanwhile, in Everkeep.
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Uklamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Uklamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
What now?
Right, Kafkiwa is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Kafkiwa. But then what the fuck is down here then? Ah, there you are. If Queen Sveen has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a Somusoralja's minions to deal with. I'll handle it. I'm built like that. Nothing for it but to see if Sveen has betrayed us, eh? Has betrayed us. Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Hardrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilian identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen Sveen. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Ooh, my back.
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
They've been doing a lot of PvP, I can tell.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore?
Well, as you need the right, so that's the first thing I'm gonna explore.
Lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoologist Dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. Ah, the elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later. I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe.
I mean, she's dead. She has to be. She's inside the robot.
Tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in him. You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Elnashpir, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together? It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
It is kind of fucked up. Towers inside a tower. I see it, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If you feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. Okay, we don't have to have her accompany us. Okay, but I thought, okay. Must be another. Wait, what the fuck? How would you get across? There's probably a bridge here, or over here. Okay, a crossroads already? This place is too much. I've no idea where I should go. Right, I've made up my mind. Let's head to that building there. Choking on my water, hold on. Right, I'm better now.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request you said.
Yes, an important one. I'll say it plain.
I want you to make peace with Zeralja.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you ask the impossible. Zeralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zeralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
Never fear, I'll be there alongside her.
Do you have comrades on whom you can rely? I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around? Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
Which isn't very nice.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Hold on, before you I'll try and accept it and see if there is if we go by the ether rights. Let's begin then, shall we? I must say I'm really grateful. This place is so vast and confusing. I didn't even know where to begin. While the district may seem daunting in size and structure, all the key facilities are situated near ley nodes, what you call etherites. Remember this and you won't lose your way. Now then, seeing it as it is right here, I'll show you the Nexus arcade first. Please follow me. A delivery Moogle. This complex is home to all manner of shops, from food and daily necessities to technological conveniences. You can find most everything here. Everkeep's interior is vast, as you've observed. This arcade makes it possible for people to acquire what they need in one centralized location. Amazing. How do you get to the upper levels? I don't see stairs. Do you see the glowing pattern over yonder? That is an automatic conveyor. Such contraptions are found throughout Everkeep, allowing us to swiftly move between faraway places. That will spare us some walking. Are they also made from the strange metal? What is it? Yes, the conveyors are powered by electro. As a matter of fact, the ores are integrated into just about everything in Everkeep, even the floors and walls. By etching arcane circuits upon it, electro can be used to convert lightning energy to those of other elements. In so doing, we can achieve various effects. For instance, a conversion to wind produces flotation, which is required for the propulsion of our flying vehicles. A conversion to fire, meanwhile, produces the light and heat that is employed in devices such as street lamps and heaters. There are even self-heating cups that keep your drink warm. Can you make a drink cold if you convert it to ice instead? You certainly can. Our vending machines do just that. What's more, multiple energies can also be combined to produce some clever effects. For instance, by manipulating the air with wind while projecting light with lightning, it is possible to alter one's appearance. It's almost scary what you can do with electro. If such a wondrous material existed in our world, I imagine everyone would be fighting over it. Obvious, people are at war about this thing. It's obvious. This shop over here, what does it sell? Ah yes, let's go and take a look. I dare say you will find it interesting. This shop sells food. Those are the items on the counter. That's food? I can't imagine what they taste like. I thought you might be surprised. Your countrymen were too in the beginning. Come, you must sample something. Choose one and I'll purchase it. Welcome, friends. Lucky you are for Her Majesty to treat you. The 5 items on display are most popular. I recommend one of them if this is your first time. I recommend one of them if this is... This one, I guess. Yes, the salad paste. This is designed for those who are concerned about their figure. With its blend of 9 varieties of vegetables, it'll help your efforts to slim down. Fashion models swear by it, and youths can't get enough of the stuff either. I don't want to support that. Fuck off. This here is a cultivative steak. It's not quite the same as the real thing they produced in the outskirts, but it's a sight more affordable. This particular product is known as Gold Label, and is delicious hybrid of beef and chicken ground at the plant on the 4th level. What's this then? Keen of the perfect meal bar? Are you? It's all the nutrients your body needs packed into a single foodstuff. The flavor is formulated to never taste dull, and one bar will satisfy you for a whole day. Many folks prefer this to taking multiple meals. Shit, I guess. Let's try this one. Well, they're all very tempting. I'm going to have the steak. I'm absolutely starving. Thank you for your custom. This being Her Majesty's treat, it's bound to taste all the better. Say, would you mind sampling your selections here and now? It's been a long time since we had newcomers, and I'd love to see your reactions. What the fuck? This is a great chance to learn about Alexandrian culture, Centron. Let's dig in. Alright, here I go. Following Wuklamat's lead, you sample your selection. Amazing! I've never had any meat like this before. It's tender like chicken, but flavorsome like Rornik. And the spices give it just the right amount of kick. I could eat this every day. Don't mind them. They're just happy to see your honest reaction. And how about you? It's pretty good. It's always such a pleasure. But thanks for humoring me. This does take me back. Though it was chaotic when the people of Tuliolal first arrived, we endeavored to learn about one another and embrace our differences. Ah, right. What about you, Sven? Aren't you having something sweet too? I appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now, thank you. Alright, but what's your favorite food, if you don't mind me asking? My favorite food? Why do you wish to know this? Because I want to get to know you better. Why else? The more you know someone, the more you grow fond of them. That's what my old man believed, and my experience have led me to believe the same. My favorite food? Is it such a difficult question? I'm sorry, it's just when I think of those who labor to bring us the food, I find I can't settle on one thing. I thought I was indecisive, but you're something else. Indecisive? Perhaps I am, but but you didn't need to laugh about it. Guys, I think this might be a crafting area. I don't know about you, but I'm satisfied. Let's keep moving. Very well. Next time, I was thinking of showing you the residential sector, but it's in part so I can tend to personal matters. It's visitation, to be precise, and I believe it'll be educational for you as well. Would the two of you mind accompanying me? Not at all. Wonderful. Let me know when you have seen enough here, and we'll make our way. I'd like to go. Oh, yeah, okay. Ready? Then let's head to the residential sector. It lies to the southwest. As we walk, I would be glad to tell you about any places of interest that we have come upon. Yeah. Cancel here. Hey! What? Did not do that. That's interesting. What's the shield look like? Wait a minute. I know the Skaven gear when I see it. Hold on. Ah, it was Skaven gear all along. Scavian or whatever the fuck. Yep. Now, what was it you sold over here? You sold something with a mountain in it? Jesus Christ. That is an outfit of all time. Oh, that's just materia up there? Is it, do I just have to stare? Air Wheeler Dealer. What a name. $7.5 million gil. That cannot be the motorbike, right? That has to be like the car or some shit. There's no way for 7 million gil. This is a mosaic, a cafe. Here you can buy drinks and enjoy while you relax. I see. In Tuliola, there's a similar establishment called Chebrevtier. That's seashell in the local tongue. Is there a story behind the name Mosaic? There is. In our continent, the races are named for stones. There's the Hyune who resembles some Tonawatan, the tall and graceful El Tite, and the diminutive and affable Milala. When they all gather here, they appear as a mosaic of colors. Thus did the founder choose to name the cafe. That's nice. If they serve tacos here, it'll be perfect. Tacos? A traditional Turali dish, and one of my favorite foods. You must try it one day. Oh, yes, definitely. We'll make it happen once we've restored peace to Tuliyollal. Right, let's continue on. Holy shit, it's League of Legends. This motherfucker fishing in the pond. And here we are. These buildings are where our citizens live. They're massive. Each one is bigger than the palace. They have to be, for just about all the excitements have apartments here. Lest you wonder, I'm here to visit some people. Their apartments in the building on the left. Here at residential radius 9-14. Residential radius. That's right. Come, the door opens automatically. This is the lobby. A common area for residents. A common area for residents. I see. And what does that machine there do? Ah, the concierge. They look after the residents. If you require assistance or have questions, they would be glad to assist. Is that so? I have no shortage of questions, but I'll direct them at you for now. By all means, you may consider me your personal concierge. Hey Sveen, can anyone live in this place? Can anyone live in this place? Naturally. In fact, many of your countrymen make their homes here. No matter your origin or race, occupation or regulator usage, all Alexandrian citizens are eligible for an apartment. This includes those you met who work in the outskirts. You've taken care of everyone for 30 years. I'm truly grateful. I'm gonna have to be right back though. Apple bottom beans. Alright. Text them. This is the place. A mother and son live here. It's a lot bigger than expected, if I am so honest. Hello, Isadora. Your Majesty, you came. I have friends with me today. Is that alright? Of course. Friends of the Queen are friends of ours. Please, make yourselves at home. How has Milos been? There's been no change, but the symptoms are thankfully mild today. Hello, Milos. Have you missed me? My son was born with Levin sickness, a severe etheric imbalance towards lightning. As a result, he suffers from paralysis. He cannot walk and struggles to speak. For a blessing, he still has his hearing, and even on bad days he can communicate with his eyes. I see. Sveen often visits often, does she? She does. Milos simply adores her. He sometimes even manages a smile when she's here. What of yourself, Isadora? How are you holding up? You needn't worry about me, Your Majesty. You always make time for us, and we have everything we need. I'm glad to hear that. But you mustn't strain yourself, understood? There is nothing you can do for him. Perhaps a treatment with souls, or... Unfortunately, no. While souls can revive those who have met with an accident, they cannot reverse the effects of old age and illness. Truth be told, many children are born like Milos. The illness has existed for generations, but we've been unable to find a cure. The cause is quite clear, though. The excess lightning in the environment. It's no coincidence the number of cases has risen dramatically these past 30 years. It's all my fault. What was that? I'm sorry, Isadora, but I must be going. I promise to make it a proper visit next time with treats to share. There's no need to apologize, Your Majesty. If it weren't for you, Milos and I wouldn't still be here. Thank you, Queen Sveen. It's my pleasure, Milos. I'll be back soon, so be a good boy, for your mother and for me. My thanks for accompanying me on the visit. The illness is a part of life in Alexandria, and I thought that you should know about it. We'll find a cure one day, mark my words. We'll make it so unfortunate children like Milos will smile again. Let's continue the tour, shall we? Look, you obviously have duties to attend to, citizens to look after. We can stop here if you like. No, I do this because I want to, so please, do not worry. Next I'll show you one of the district's most vital facilities, a place called Resolution. To reach it we'll need to go by the way of Laynode 9, where the Aetheryte is situated. I did attune to this one, right? So we can just... curious. Oh, okay, it shows me different zones. Oh, I thought it was gonna just be like, it's gonna be as clear sky on all of Solution 9. The conveyor ahead will transport you to the government sector, where resolution is located. The markings on the conveyor indicate its direction, but there's a pair just like it on the other side. Is it safe? Extremely. There's no need to be afraid. Who said I was afraid? Come on, Centron. But first I'm gonna go unlock these aetherites over here. And that subquest. Suddenly I feel like I should have played Machinist for this. Maybe glammed up the relic weapons from Endwalker. And I would have probably done it, honestly. Oh, I can't jump it? Rip. Let me jump the fence, Square Enix. The tome that wouldn't happen to be a sightseeing log, would it? Millith. Now that's the name I haven't heard in a good long time. Dearest Elesby. She's my twin sister, you see, and I haven't seen her for 30 long years. That's since I was trapped during my exploration of Yusulani. It brings me a great joy to know she's well. Pardon me for asking, but might I see the notes you added? Oh my god. Sharpers did make such bold strokes for lettering here. Oh my god. I've added my own notes. Some of the information may seem improbable at best, but I believe there is truth in every entry. Yep. That's so fucked up. When I was younger, I would set out in search of those fantastic sights myself, but alas, my body can only go. Well, thanks to you, I feel lighter than I have in age. My sister again before dies. There are better things to attend to than. Well, we cyberpunking up in this bitch. Well, at very least we're cyber. For a second I thought it was a player character. This supposed to be funny. Curious. I kind of want to see what's up here as well. We're just kind of exploring right now. I know I could take the etherite, but I'm curious. Oh, it's just a tiny little elevator. Looks like. Doesn't that look like one of the elevators? No, it doesn't. I'm going insane. I get more than 3? Oh, let's go. That's awesome. That wasn't the player. That one is. That one is missing. Oh, it is. I'm going insane. Heritage found is not second. Yeah. Nothing to it, eh? A child's amusement ride. Here we are. Resolution. The operational heart of Solution 9. For Resolution, we oversee the running of the district and provide essential services to citizens, such as welfare, support, and job introductions. It's quicker to show than tell, so let's proceed inside. Big stretch.
Strange contraptions everywhere you look. What's that?
An infusion station. It dispenses souls in exchange for credits. Through hard work, citizens can obtain the peace of mind provided by spare souls. It's the way of life for Alexandrians and has been for quite some time. But I imagine it must be difficult for outsiders to comprehend.
It seems incredibly fucked up, bro.
That's putting it lightly. To be honest, it sounds disturbing. Still, I won't dismiss it out of hand. Practices like these don't arise from nothing. There's a reason why your culture is the way it is, and I'd like to understand. Won't you tell us some of your realm's history?
With knowledge comes appreciation.
Very well. Be warned, though, that it may take a while.
It won't, because it didn't say that several cutscenes would play in sequence.
In the distant past, over 1,000 years ago, it said, lightning energy began to swell in our world. According to ancient records that date back around 8 centuries, the rainy season spanned a quarter of the year, during which time severe thunderstorms ravaged the land. 4 centuries later, this season had lengthened to nearly half the year. The trend continued, with our ancestors spending longer and longer languishing beneath storm clouds. Crops failed and livestock starved. But amidst this growing desperation, a miraculous material was discovered that promised salvation: electrope.
The stuff that's used everywhere here.
Indeed. One day, when out inspecting a forest after lightning had caused a fire, a villager came upon a curious black ore none had seen before. Testing revealed that the ore possessed a singular property. It could store lightning and convert it to other energies. In that instant, the scourge of endless storms became a blessing. Dubbed electrope, the ore found use in myriad inventions and dramatically improved people's lives. So much so, in fact, that all nations soon became dependent upon it, despite the difficulty of obtaining it in quantity. Supply was chronically scarce, and when nations couldn't meet their needs with their own deposits, some resorted to taking electrope from others. Fighting was isolated and sporadic until electrope came to be used in warfare. First in the weaponry of invaders, then in the countermeasures of defenders, and then in every aspect of combat where an advantage might be had. This served only to exacerbate the ore shortage, leading to further escalation. Before long, the entire world was engulfed in a terrible war known as the Storm Surge.
I love that model. That'll be my favorite town model.
As the war came to a head, Alexandria's neighbor Lindblum committed its stores of electrope to the production of a weapon of mass destruction. They deployed it on the front lines and triggered a calamity of frightful magnitude. Not even their own scientists had anticipated the force of the lightning that was unleashed. The energy inundated the entire continent, laying it to waste.
So that's how your world came to be this way.
I'm put in mind of the flood of light.
You truly know a great many things that I don't. I should like to learn about you too sometime.
Oh, just you wait till I get to tell my stories. I've been through it, bruh.
To continue the tale, the people of Alexandria had already lost much to the war. They lost almost everything else to the Levin. Those
Ramu?
who survived bore deep scars, tormented by the memory of loved ones taken too soon. Though they yet lived, the cruel spectre of death was with them always. Seeking a solution, our scientists turned once more to electrope, and after extensive research, they developed the means to preserve memory and soul. Physical death isn't the end. So long as our memories endure, we may live on. This belief sustained us then, and it sustains us now, granting us comfort.
That's quite a tale.
Your Majesty, help me. I beg you, help me.
What's the matter?
I've got no souls left. Not a single one. But the lot at Soul Supply refused to give me any. Please, you must do something.
My apologies, Your Majesty. This man, he does no work. Instead, he drinks his days away on Trueview. He has only himself to blame if he has no credits for souls.
That's not true. I'm a fighter at the Arcadian. Or rather, I was. I haven't been allowed to fight because of the King's decree. It isn't my choice.
I see. You're a brave warrior of the arena. I want to help you, I sincerely do. But I cannot give you preferential treatment.
Then open up the Arcadian again, so I can fight.
I'm sorry, but that's not my decision to make. The king requires feral souls for war. He doesn't wish for them to be expended on amusements.
You're useless! A queen in naught but name.
Insolent wretch! How dare you take that tone with Her Majesty?
It's quite all right. Such things don't bother me, nor do I think ill of this man. Hear me. Though I cannot grant you a soul, I mean it when I say I want you to live.
I love that it's just... Wait, hold on.
I love all of you.
How is it
equally,
attached to his
dearly.
head?
You are as family to me, and it pains me to see you deny yourself hope. I want you to find a happiness all your own, even if you must grow it from the smallest seed of joy. Out there, somewhere, is a reason for you to smile again. We all need to vent our frustrations from time to time. I will always be willing to lend an ear.
Yes, Mum. Of course. Even without a spare soul, I suppose I'm fine as long as I stay in Solution 9. I apologize for my rudeness. Good day to you.
Keep your chin up, my friend. And when you feel better, I'm sure you'll find another way to apply your talents. I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's keep moving, shall we? Right. I believe we visited all the main facilities. With that, I declare our tour concluded.
That man from before, does that sort of thing happen often?
Somewhat. It's unavoidable. Hardships are a fact of life. Our soul management system has sustained our realm for generations, but it isn't without flaws. For one, people have become accustomed to having spare souls. Without them, they feel vulnerable and anxious. Some claim it may also have contributed to a decline in births.
Just thinking out loud, but would it be possible to do away with the system?
No.
I know it isn't easy to change one's beliefs and way of life, The Mamulja had their reasons for their reliance on blessed siblings, much as you have yours for souls. But if we defeated Zorolja, you'd be able to make all the decisions, right? Then we could work together to fix things, restore your realm to where it belongs, and see where we can go from there.
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you.
What is it?
Actually, never mind. It's nothing of import. Well, it was lovely showing you around.
Of course. Of course. Thanks so much for the tour. We've learned not only about your realm, but you as well. For now, our priority is Zorolja. But once we've dealt with him, perhaps I can return the favor and show you to Lihiolal.
I'd like that very much.
That's right, I don't trust her either. There is something she's not telling us.
It seems I've no choice but to continue down this path. Forgive me, Vau Wuglamat, but I must disappoint you.
Can't trust shit up in this bitch. What was Sveen wanting to tell us, I wonder? Well, it can wait for another time. We've been exploring for a while now, and should probably go to Kafria's meeting point. That'll be back the way we came, I think. Sveen genuinely cares for her people. Sveen genuinely cares for her people. I can respect her for that. And thanks to her tour, I've come to better understand the lives of Alexandrians. They don't feel so strange and distant anymore. So, we're supposed to go to a palace called True View in the eastern sector. This conveyor ought to take us there. You know, once you get used to it, they're actually kind of fun. Come on, Sentinel. This is the right place. You think? I don't see the others though. Well, rather than sitting and waiting, we might as well explore a bit more. Oh, Centron? Look over there. A Murja child? What are they doing here? You noticed too, right? The resemblance to Soralja. Yes, actually, very much. The blue scales of Bonova, with the features of Hubigo. This can't be a coincidence. At any rate, it wouldn't do to leave such a child on their own. Small child on their own. Come on, let's go after them. Was that a fucking graphics card? So this is True View. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but it does seem lively. That's a graphics card. That building's just about the only one that isn't lit up. Not open for business at the moment, I guess. What? I didn't see you there. Listen, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk. It's a bit odd, don't you think? They run off when we approach, only to suddenly reappear. Could it be they want to take us somewhere? Is that the way of it? You want us to follow you? So it is. Alright then, lead the way. Lead the way. I can't do the voices anymore. I'm going insane. Hold on, I saw a lookout point. Yep. Oh, motherfucker. This is where you wanted to bring us. What is this place? If you mean to relax here, it isn't working for me. Hey, what's your name? So you're still not inclined to talk. He'll only talk if he's completely comfortable with you. You know him? After a fashion? But never mind that. How about something to wet your whistle? Adorable as you are, it's on the house. I can recommend our special, Her Majesty. I'll prepare one without liquor for the boy too. Thanks, but no thanks. We're supposed to meet a friend named Kafkiwa, but we ran into the child on the way, and he led us here. Oh, so you're with Kafkiwa? Kafkiwa. In that case, go on and have a chat with Big Tassos Tassos there. He'll show you to a fun place. What about him? I don't think he's in the mood to talk, so he can tend the bar with me. This has taken a turn for the strange, but you don't think we're walking into a trap, do you? Well, if we are, we'll win. Damned if this doesn't have a suspicious written all over it. It's a club at the toxic people go here, kitty woman. Oh, run. Also, hi, wild baby sent to no beer. Yeah, can't drink beer, it's illegal. What is this fun place meant to be? Is Kakiwa there? Well, I suppose that there's only one way to find out. Damn. Really? Oh. I have an idea. 1,000 gold. Just go get rid of some of all this shit. Hi, Ulda. I haven't been here in a while. I have too many fucking seals. There we go, that'll be enough. Don't need this anymore, don't need this. And then credium, Scotty put defending, I don't need those either. I'll keep the credium gear, because I'll get my other jobs to level 90. Nice 2% until I get mount. Nice, got the mount. Thanks, then. What mount? Huh? Mount? Huh? This a mount? Oh, wait, I have drops on? Wait, you can get shit from me? Wait, hold on, I should watch myself then. Hold on. You can get drops from me? You can get shit from me? That's awesome. This area is normally off limits, but Kafkira told us about you. Just follow the corridor and head into the room at the end. Let's go, Sentin. Whatever happens, you won't catch me being surprised. Yeah, I'm just cool like that. Call me John Fantasy, the way I be finaling on this mount.
Wonderful! They're here!
We've only just arrived ourselves.
Amazing.
Is that a 3D printer?
I bid you welcome to the back room. Oblivion's humble headquarters.
That comes off somewhere.
A hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
There's a John in my fantasy.
Our members here are mainly creators and adapters.
Back in the
That
back
is,
rooms.
scientists and engineers who specialize in electro. They use their skills to provide support to our field operatives.
What other things would they specialize in?
Shale, be so kind as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
Well, there's provisioning. Gotta have supplies to fight a good fight, ain't ya? Luckily, we got the tools to craft
it's
most
Gerald,
of what we
the
need.
relic weapon guy.
Gathering intelligence is another vital aspect of our work. Everkeep's core system is a veritable treasure trove of information. You just need to know how to get in and find it. We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own, that sort of thing.
And among all our activities, we spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation. The organization credited with laying the foundations of electrope technology. From the soul management system to Everkeep's design, they're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is. But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Tural. Interdimensional fusion.
I love fusion summoning. Gotta be one of my favorite techniques in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Said power isn't unlike my summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal. Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of preservation at one point.
A husband and wife?
But they opposed the fusing of worlds, and so
I wonder.
in order to prevent it.
While not entirely unexpected, given what we have seen, this is still quite the revelation.
By the by, that's an interesting earring you have there. A novel way of carrying a data storage device. Oh, you didn't know?
This bitch.
As a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan everyone as they enter. And when we scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope. Though it's been dressed up, that earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
Well...
No, it isn't bought, but inherited.
So these people sent you through the portal along with the earring?
Do you know aught of them?
A husband and wife Kryl founded the foundation. Oblivion.
The husband and wife who founded our order.
Shocker.
People believed that they were Malala. Though we have no evidence at present, we can't rule out the possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations. This I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued. If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
My parents, the founders of Oblivion. Tell me everything you know about them, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
We don't even know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves. I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
Maybe we should check the data storage on the fucking earring.
Please. As an individual and member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
I should also like to peruse the data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
Oh, really, Graha? Mind you?
Of course. Feel free to peruse to your heart's content.
I wonder why you would be...
Thank you.
You might be helpful there.
If you like, I can examine your earring. I have to say, the prospect that it belonged to our founders has me itching to take a look.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
Not right now.
As if Liz said, God, I don't want to fucking read.
To make the next move.
In that case, Alice, would you mind accompanying me?
Gladly.
Oh, I've buggered it up again!
Ah, well, that's what we're supposed to do then.
Never a moment's peace. Pay him no mind. I don't.
Oi, you two there! One of you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
I just remembered I have matters to discuss with Shay.
Let me at it. I'll win. Trust me, I'm a crafter, bro. I have it unlocked. I'm so ready. Let me craft. So you had to see me pass passion spilling over. Happens when you put your heart and soul into your craft, you know. And not to be weird or nothing, but I felt a sense of kinship when I saw you, as if we'd met in another life. Any road, as I was saying, I need someone to lend me a hand. I haven't slept for 2 nights, and not a single wink, and I'm ripe to collapse. Can't afford to though. Got folks relying on me, see. But if I'm to keep it at it, I need you to fetch me my favorite energy tonic. The voucher's good for 2 cans. One for yourself by way of welcome. Can't get the stuff at any old vending. Monster. Yeah. Can't at any old vending machine though. You need to talk to a bloke named Philemon. You'll find him tending a bar out on the main strip. Off you go now. Let them. He's getting a can of Monster. I bet it's the white one too, the boomer one. I think it would be really funny if you go talk to it and it is actually just a high resolution, like, Monster can. Welcome, what are you having? Energy tonic you can't get from vending machines. How dare you suggest that I sell such dangerous stuff? Away with you, and don't come back. Yeah, just a full resolution HD and all that shit of a monster can, and everything else stays the same. Got a voucher. Slip it to me then. Nice and subtle. Ah, so you're collecting for Geralt. A can for him and a can for you, eh? Smart to do. Here you go. Yours is formulated for beginners. Gentler than the full strength stuff. It's not contraband or anything, so you won't run afoul of the authorities. But if the Rodina Consortium was made aware of my special selection, it'd be bad for business. Now, seeing as it's your first time, I want you to drink your tonic here, just in case there's side effects. You drain the tonic in a single pull. Heh, now that's how you do it. Your pulls ought to quicken soon, after which you'll start to see everything more clearly. And then, finally, you'll feel a roaring surge of energy. People say it's like growing a pair of rainbow wings. Well, you have it up and cracked it, so hurry along and give Geralt his tonic. He tends to leave it to the last moment, and I expect he's about to keel over. Jesus Christ. It's not even June. Wings, clearly it's Red Bull. That's true, actually, yeah. You got the tonic, you can give it here, quick. Red Bull, give me up. Ah, that's the stuff. Ain't nothing like it to blow the coppers right out with a great big kaboom. Awakens something feral in me, it does. Transforms me into the remorseless beast with what won't stop till it's done. What it was born to do. Any road, sorry for sending you off on an errand like that. I just can't concentrate without me tonic, you know. And the pile of work only ever gets bigger. Speaking of which, I better get back to it. Those weapons and tools ain't going to enhance themselves. Oh, I can't get the relic gear now. Rip. I have to go do the roll quests.
I've Been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be...
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
So you think so too? But what is he doing here?
What the fuck?
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
We can't say for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put 2 and 2 together. This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
What's his name?
Gulja.
Curious.
It was my hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
It's a fine name.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual. At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared. We searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were on a stroll. On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers, and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Gululja is Zoralja's child, that makes him my nephew. Assuming he's willing, I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me. But seeing as I'm here to kill his father, I don't know if it would be right.
Who was that?
Yeah, well, that was a child running away.
Oh dear. It's Gululja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
Oh, this is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
I'm going after him. I need to explain.
Wait, Lamachi. I understand your haste, but it'd be best to coordinate a search. Kafkiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
But he just started running. Calm
If
down.
you can fight with search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
The more children you have, the further he goes and harder it fight. Yeah! It's like he just started running. We could just catch him now. We don't have to like stand here. What are we doing? If Gululja is outside the tower, we need to find him as quickly as possible. even if he's used to getting around on his own. The wilds are still no place for a child. Agreed. Will Trial and Raha continue reviewing the data? The three of us should devote ourselves to the search. Alright, let's head to the base of the tower and take it from there. How fast can this child move? Like, hello? We're all adults here. We can catch him. He's a child, bro. Yeah, exactly. Bro, his heel is... He has to. Like... Bro, did you steal a car or some shit? Anyway, I'm gonna have to be right back. Quick speed. We're so fast. Alright, let's see if we can catch this kid. I gave him a head start now because I had to go get more water and shit. Can we get across there? Oh, so that's how you get down there. Well, that's on me actually. I should have guessed that. Pee done. Yeah, pee pee poo poo done. Because I have to drink so much water because otherwise I end up with a headache while I'm sitting here. I don't know what it is. I think it is because I'm talking so much, I guess. Well, here we are. Here we are outside. But where do we even begin? Perhaps someone has caught sight of Guruja. Let's make inquiries nearby. Good idea. Could you handle the outskirts, at least say? In the meantime, since tonight, I'll head beyond that big wall. Oh, now we have to go to that area. Woohoo! But yeah, we're on level 98 now, so we shouldn't have too long until the next dungeon, actually. I just realized. Nice. I love dungeons. Spire of Trial. curious. Imagine doing DPS. Guloolja doesn't appear to be in the area. However, you catch sight of a group of people short in this to the southwest. Short distance. Where? You spotted those people too, yes? Perhaps they've seen something. Come on. Oh, that's the west. I don't see them either. Ah, now I see him. Looks like some sort of salvage yard. Let's ask after Guloolja. Guloolja isn't here. You know the boy? Have you seen him? Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you were. No offense taken. My name is Tapu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharpened for it. I can recognize people by their footfalls, including Guloolja. So he didn't come this way. Where in the world could he be? I do not know your voices. Who are you to Guloolja, and why do you search for him? Family. Though we're not related by blood, his father is my brother. I've only just met Guloolja, and we haven't had the chance to talk properly. But I'm about to do something that will make him hate me, and I wanted the chance to explain. His father is your brother. Then that means you're... Yes, I am Buklamat, Vow of Resolve of Tuliyollal. And I've journeyed here to bring my brother Soralja to account for murdering our people and our father. When all is said and done, Guloolja may want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I'll always consider him family. I'll always be there for him, and I want him to know that. It is your part to do what you must. The quiver in your voice tells the tale. Guloolja was headed south. There he has a place that is as close to a home as he knows. Find and bear your heart to him. Should he in turn bear his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen Sveen respected ours when she granted us a place in her realm. I will, don't worry. But, what do you mean when you say Sveen respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty had urged us to reside inside Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gracefully accept our decision, she granted us its necessary supplies to make our home here. And since then, she has paid us regular visits to see how we fare. That sounds like Sveen, alright. I still don't trust her. Well, thanks for telling me about Guloolja. I'll find him and then we'll have a good talk. We continue south, it seems. Let's keep our eyes peeled and we make our way. It's okay, Laura. I'll carry you through. I'll need to level a healer anyways, and I'll level Scholar so that way I get the free DPS level. That way I can reapply for the mentor thing. It's so funny. It's a town. And half of it is submerged. The architecture looks like looks nothing like we've seen so far. It's more Sharlayan. Kona? Ah, there he is, among the ruins. I only caught a glimpse, but there's no mistaking that tiny silhouette. Let's hurry after him. It'd be a disaster if a building collapsed while he's inside. Sharlayan buildings? In Toral. So either Kona has been added, or something else is going on. I only saw him for a moment, before he disappeared behind a building. But I'm pretty sure Gululja was heading further south. I'll contact LSA on Link Pearl and let her know to join us. Ooh, Aetheryte over there. I'm gonna go bind that Aetheryte actually. Oh, that's where we're going. Curious. What the fuck's going on over there? Is there a fate or something? The panned courier? Oh no. Not the courier. Is that an NPC or a player? It has to be a player. This is the area, but the canals and debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up and search. If you could head into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. When we find Gululja, let's watch from a distance until he gets to his destination. Wouldn't want to startle him and cause an accident. Time for some ranked? Rip. Imagine playing ranked. Disable. You have a look at it without being noticed. Is one another one of these? Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get spotted regardless, so it's okay. Oh dear. He's gonna turn around and look again before he reaches that destination over there. We're committing now. You're going insane. I am not the droid you're looking for. God, these quests, I suck at them. Yeah. Phew. Duty complete. Hello, Democratic W. This is always, isn't it?
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
What's here, I wonder?
Probably is like a memory of his mother or some shit. But I don't know how Mamulcha even give birth, so or like reciprocate. No, not the squirrels.
So he's looking after those little ones.
Gululja.
Not another step!
What?
A sentry?
Run, Gululja, run!
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Gululja.
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them forthwith!
But... I want to get to know her too.
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I. Lots. But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
Huh?
Vessel?
Otis is my friend. When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked after me. He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things. Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
This machine cooks for you?
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself. Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
You're captain of the knights?
There are knights? You've been functioning for nearly 400 years.
And there I thought it was Gululja with whom you wished to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane. But ere I regale you, we must take our repast.
Emil, here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
All right, all right. A repast it is.
She's going to spoil her nephew silly. I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
Watch it be Shibruk Bibil. So, my nephews that my new friends, I would enlist your aid in procuring the ingredients for our repast. After all, the most enjoyable meals are those we make together. We're happy to pitch in, of course. What ingredients did you have in mind? First of all, some yam and pumpkin. The people of the outskirts should be willing to share their harvest. If you and Gululjak could go and speak to them. Sure, I'll ask for the cast-offs too, as usual. As for Center and LSA, I would oblige if you could procure some wolfback meat. The creatures can be found grazing on the slopes outside of town. As beef is less readily available, their flesh makes for a good substitute. That of the younger ones especially, as it is more tender and less gamey. Consider it done. We'll be back with the meat before you know it. Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I'll see you to the other preparations. I'm gonna go into the etherite. Because I'm mounted off. I can't read. I saw that just because I wasn't there. I kind of want to stand in one of those, but I think it's further away than it seems. Ah, they won't let me get in. What the fuck is that? Oh, Cyclops. Okay, never mind. For a second there, I thought it was its teeth and not its eye. It's like, what the fuck? Surveying. 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 Butcher, yeah, that's the first plan. What's this? Am I to understand you have already procured the meat? Good heavens, you have! And it's such a choice cut it is besides. 'Tis plain you know how to handle yourself in battle. Were it 400 years ago, I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights. Haha. Once Alice brings her portion, we shall have a glorious bounty to satisfy growing younglings like yourselves. Indeed, I expect there will be ample leftovers to share with the good folk of the Drift Downs. They always appreciate a warm meal. Now, seeing as you've completed your task so quickly, I have another request to make of you. We've exhausted our supplies of kindling electro, and I should be grateful if you could search the houses yonder for more. In the Old Kingdom, electro rations were issued to each citizen, while small fragments may still be found here and there. If you can obtain 5 pieces, say at least one ought to be what we require, that is. The kind that converts lightning to fire. Gululja can identify them by the circuitries, so pray take them to him. The boy has become quite deft at discerning electro types, and in a very short time, I might add. Now off you go, and happy foraging. What happened to the music? Ah, I knew it. My sword, mine's better. Otis says you have electrope for me. Wow, you found a lot. Let's see. This one creates wind. This one is for water. You can chill just like that? I'm impressed. What the fuck is up with that cat? Clever, isn't he? I'll bet he gets it from his father. Ah, this is it. This converts to fire. It absorbed lots of lightning, so we should be able to kindle a flame easily. Thank you, Senton. Thanks to your kind assistance, we have everything we need for our repast. You have done your part, and now I shall do mine. I bid you relax, my friends. The meal will soon be served. A fire, wooden floor. That sounds like a smart idea. This is the kind of thing families do, Gululja. We have meals together and talk about what's on our minds. So you ate with your father? Yes, with them and my brothers. It was mostly the head of Resolve and I doing the talking though. Conan, the head of Reason, occasionally joined in, and Soral just spoke when he was spoken to. You said that you have two papas. Does that mean one is yours and the other is my father's? No, both are our father. He's what people call blessed siblings, a mulja with two heads. Zoralja is his trueborn child, while Conan and I were adopted and don't share the same blood. But that doesn't make us any less of a family. What matters is that our hearts are connected. The head of Resolve taught me that. Family. I mean, do you have someone like that too? A person you think is family, even though you don't share the same blood? That's a good question. What about you? Well, the scions in general, I do, and they're very dear to me. I'd like to meet them one day. So, Gululja, I'm hoping that we could be family, you and I. Won't you tell me about yourself? You really want to know about me? I do. I want to know all about you. The things you love, the things you hate, anything and everything. I want to know all about you too. That reminds me. We were hoping to hear your story too, Otis. As you wish. Be forewarned that mine is a tale that will be long in recounting. It was before lightning had altered the world that I was appointed Lord Captain of the Royal Knights. We're talking hundreds of years prior to the calamity, right? Indeed. Earlier still, when I assumed this mechanical form. 454 years ago, to be precise. Then you used to be a normal person. Oh yes, I was once flesh and blood like you. And I proudly served as a Knight of Alexandria. So, rather than A machine that behaves like a person. You are an actual person. How is this possible? 'Tis only natural you are confused. Hear my tale to the end, and all shall become clear. The foremost duty of the royal knights was the protection of the royal family. In my time there was the majesties, the king and queen, and their only child, Her Highness the Princess. By then, every nation of our star was embroiled in some manner of conflict over Electrope. Thus was our kingdom drawn into war with its neighbor. That war was the catalyst for the great calamity that altered the environment. Countless countrymen lost their lives amidst the chaos, the king and queen among them. For a blessing, we were able to protect the princess, who then rose to the occasion and brought hope to her people in those trying times. So kind-hearted was our young queen that, at her behest, we even took in refugees from the enemy nation. But sadly, her reign was cut short. Like many others, her body had been ravaged by lightning, and one day she collapsed and passed away. How tragic. Aye, nary was there a citizen whose eyes remained dry, and many a moon was spent constructing a great tomb worthy of her memory. Yet I clung to hope still, for while Her Majesty was on her deathbed, the kingdom's finest scientists had successfully extracted her soul. Did we hear that right? Extracted her soul. Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we may live on. This age-old belief had always comforted our people, but as the casualties mounted in the wake of the calamity, we sought to make it into reality through the power of Electrope. In time, we succeeded in developing the means to preserve the soul, and it was used to spare the Queen eternal death. Yet it wasn't enough to simply prevent the soul's departure, for the ultimate goal was to recreate a person as they were in life, and this required that their memories be further extracted from their soul. It took many more years of research to make this possible, by which time I had become a grey old man. With my days numbered, I did not hesitate to volunteer myself as a test subject for the procedure. So it was that I attained this vessel, and by successful rebirth I paved the way for those who are recreated from the memories of the departed. The Endless, they are called. If your tale is true, then the queen that your people brought back to life is Sveen. I think we know who it is. Oh, so you know Her Majesty as well. My description of her boundless kindness must have paled in comparison to what you no doubt felt in her presence. I haven't met her myself, I confess. Not since assuming my current form. Wouldn't want to frighten the living daylights out of her. Ha 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 ha. Created through her memories. The Endless. So all this time Sveen wasn't alive? She lives, yet she does not. 'Tis admittedly a difficult distinction to make. Having inherited the memories of a departed soul, an Endless feels, thinks, and acts precisely as that person would. In that sense, I believe they are alive. The Oxanians know about this, right? I can't it can't have gone unnoticed that Sveen is perpetually youthful. No one really knows about the Endless. People who wear regulators don't even think about death. Everyone sees that the Queen doesn't change, but they just accept it. To them, it's just who she is. Server's going down, so dun dun dun. Are there endless a part of yourselves? Are there endless apart from yourselves? Speedrun MSQ? Call that a speed. 20 minutes? Alright, fine. Well, there should be as many endless as those who have died. I believe they are limited in where they can exist. Queen Sveen is unique in her ability to appear before you. Strictly speaking, I myself am not an endless. They are created using memories extracted from a soul, but my entire soul was placed inside a machine. Being inside a machine makes you different. How? While I do not understand the finer points, my life is bound to this vessel. If it breaks down, then it would be over for me. Much like being of flesh and blood. Hardly an endless, unchanging life. I'm sure you'll agree. An endless, unchanging life. I can't help but be reminded of the ear. Did Kafkria and the others know about this? About all this? Considering their extensive intelligence gathering, I'd be surprised if they didn't. For now, let's share what we've learned with Kryl and Raha. I can't help but have misgivings about this. Hello, Ernville.
Nahe, is that you?
Good gods, Ellen Nespia! It's been too long, my friend. Where have you been all these years? What have you been doing with yourself? Hold on. They say Queen Sveen has guests from outside the barrier. That's you, I gather?
It seems so. I'm looking for my mother. Do you know where she is?
She's dead. They're gonna say it.
Your mother? Sorry, but what was she like again?
What? It's Kafkiwa. You know, the one who was too adventurous by half? Who journeyed with the Dawn Servant?
It's not ringing any bells.
You can't be serious. Ours was a tiny little village. Surely you remember her.
I really don't. It's all a blank.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone else here from the village?
Hey!
Huh? Ellen Nespia?
I'm looking for Kafkiwa. Where is she?
What's this all of a sudden? Who's Kafkiwa?
This cannot be.
Yeah.
The memories of the departed are taken away. No.
And in that case, she's also an endless because she's uploaded to the little bit of shitter. Although the mood became a tad subdued at the end, I thoroughly enjoyed our repast together. We did too, Otis. To hear about the endless was something of a shock, but we likewise enjoyed your company. Above all, I'm glad that you and I could talk, Golulja. We're going to get along great, I just know it. You think so? I'm happy for you, my boy. Now then, I presume you'll be returning to Everkeep. Permit me to accompany you, at least part of the way. I need to talk to the book about. About Sveen. It doesn't matter to me if she's endless, whether she's alive, like you and me or not. I've seen enough to know that she has a good heart. What worries me is the burden she bears. I still don't know what it is. I expect there are things she can't tell us, not with Soralja watching. But at the very least, I'd like to know what the endless are to her. Sorry, I didn't mean to delay us. I just felt the urge to share my thoughts with you. Oh, on the way back, let's make a quick stop at the Drift Dams. I want to tell Tapu how it went. I probably have to go this way. I'm sure we can finish this quest before we exit. But it's fine that there's server maintenance. I had to end it soon anyway because we have a guest over today, so it's fine. I wish it would stop raining outside so I could actually go prime some miniatures and paint them up. Promised the homie of mine to meet up tomorrow, but if I can't prime, it won't matter. Ah, you have returned. Were you able to find Golulja? We were, thanks to you. All's well with the boy. I'm relieved to hear that. And to know that he has family who worries for him. Golulja too must be glad. I hope so. I'll try not to rush or force anything though. It's for him to decide what I am to him. My, what a pleasant surprise it is to meet you in these parts. I bet you're a villain. Sveen, what are you doing here? Visiting my people. Are you doing the same, perchance? I suppose we are, yes. Listen, there's something we'd like to talk to you about. Could we have a word in private? Ruh-roh. So, you know about the Endless. While we may not discuss it openly, my people will have surely noticed that I haven't changed for hundreds of years. I've made no attempt to conceal my nature. If I may ask, though, who was it that told you about the Endless? Only a few should be familiar with the concept. I'm afraid I can't say. I bear no ill will towards this mysterious individual, lest that be a concern. I'm merely curious. Tell me, Sveen, you cared for your people that much is plain. And I assume you cared for the Endless too. Earlier, Everkeep, there was something that you wanted to tell us. Was it to do with them? The Endless are as dear to me as living citizens. They are as much my family. But they can only be sustained by meeting certain exacting requirements. Thus far we've managed to do so. But should more people die, I fear we would be pushed beyond our limit. Their preservation demands vast amounts of energy. Energy? I don't understand the workings of it all. But is there something we can do to help? Then would you be willing to become Alexandrian citizens? What? I have my nation, my people to protect. I can't just become Alexandrian. Indeed. I suppose you cannot. First you tell us to make peace, then you tell us to go home. What exactly is it you all want? What exactly is it that you want? The same as you, of course. To protect my people. Tell us more about the energy that the Endless need. That I cannot say. I do not ask that you understand or like me, but I wish. It's living ether. I wish we had been born on the same side of it. Hey, what do you mean by that? Wait, Sveen! To him 1,000 souls are sacrificed each day so that his may live on. Damn it. Well, I think we've kept everyone waiting long enough. Let's continue on to Everkeep. And let's not tell Otis about our conversation with Sveen. I do not want to risk causing him pain. They sacrifice the people. I can just feel it. I can feel it. I just know that's what they're doing. Emergency maintenance on all worlds will begin shortly. Please log out before the previously announced maintenance starts. Ah, fucking shit. I'll log out in the city then. Hold on, let me go over here. City bonus. Thank you all for coming. I was kind of expecting to finish before my guest arrived, but since maintenance, that's not going to be possible. So, got a big stretch. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see everyone again some other time. Time for a Warframe stream. I'm not going to stream Warframe, I'm just going to chill. Take care, bye bye. I'm just